Oh, boy. Kill the alt-right. That's the name of this game. What is up? My name is Tormental. We are playing Antifa games, made for and by Antifa supporters, just to get in their heads, just to see what it's like, being in the mind of someone who wants to commit violence against someone for thinking differently. Kind of like the Nazis did. But anyway, click to kill Richard Spencer, supposedly. Not very... Okay, so here's the thing. I came into this wanting to make fun of these games and so on and so forth, getting a little uncomfortable actually being told directly to kill someone. It's not like those games where it's like, you know, beat up such and such, you know, punch such and such, give them a black eye. I'm just being directly told to kill this dude. And then, I'm not okay with that. I mean, you know... God, I'm all for letting people do whatever they want and design whatever they want in terms of games and stuff like that, but this is kind of a bit much. Kind of a bit much. Any leftover Nazis will attack you, 4 hits and you lose. Avoid clicking the precious things. Pizza, kitten, child of indeterminable race because I don't see color. Oh, God. This is so offensive on so many levels. How racist do you have to be to be thinking to yourself, I'm not going to pick some dumb old white baby. I'm going to pick a non-white baby to really drive home the point. How, you know, that's such a oddly racist thought. That's such an oddly racist decision. When you lose, click the coin slot to restart, and it's like, you know that was done on purpose by the developer. You know the developer was like, I'm going to get more of an impact this way. Alright, we're starting. Oh, we got eyeballs. Ah, fuck. We got goddamn music. Gotta turn the music down. I pressed escape to go back to the fucking menu, but of course it just closes. Hey, Tormental, here's a good idea. Why don't you play games made by communists? That totally won't have any stolen content that will get your channel DMCA'd. A Metallica poster. Metallica? Of all the people to put when you're stealing music, you put Metallica. You fucking... Okay. Alright. I see we're dealing with a real genius here, but I don't know what I expected from a game like this. Don't shoot the pizza. I wanted to click the pizza because I like pizza, so I was like, grab the pizza, but no. Not how it goes. So we are punching Richard Spencer. This should have been called... I don't know, what could this have been called? Whack-a-Nazi? I mean, I know Richard Spencer isn't a Nazi, he's alt-right, which are different things, just like Nazis and... fucking hell. Just like Hitler and Stalin were different factions, alt-right and Nazis are different things. But I think this would have been better titled Whack-a-Nazi. Obligatory sneeze. Just because... it's just whack-a-mole. By the way, I don't think you can win the game. Because when it got to be really serious there was no way to click in time. It wasn't giving me, like, even a split second to click the screen. I think it just gets faster and faster until you lose, because that would be the simple way. Alright, getting into tryhard mode here. Gotta beat Richard Spencer for some reason. This is like Meat Beat Mania, if anybody is aware of that reference. And if you are, I am so sorry. And if you're not, I am so sorry. It's an Adventure Time reference. No, it's a Mystery Train reference. No, it's a Teen Titans Go reference. No. It's an Undertale reference. How many fandoms can we infuriate? It's a Homestuck reference. Oh, fuck, I punched a baby. Ah, damn it, I punched a... Oh, is this a test? Is this a secret test? Where if you punch the non-white baby, it means you're subconsciously racist? I just did it again, so apparently so. Oh, shit. Hidden racist exposed on YouTube. Wall Street Journal. Somebody get the Wall Street Journal on the phone. Somebody fax them. Somebody call their pagers, their beepers, because you know they're living in the fucking past. A boop, boop. I mean, they're a newspaper, so what do you expect? Habla. 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 I'm doing pretty well, actually, he said right before he died. Hey, where you gonna go? Nowhere, Mr. Richard Spencer. You're fucked. You're fucked, Richard Spencer. You shouldn't have stuck your head out of this green flesh wound of a hole and looked at me amid my pizzas, kittens, and non-white children. Richard Spencer, your first mistake was sticking your head out of a gaping, bloody hole amid pizzas, kittens, and non-white children. That was the true downfall of the alt-right. It will go down in history as the moment the alt-right fell. Warning, this game contains textual and visual depictions of excessive graphic violence rendered onto a deserving target. Ah, now, isn't that the question? Who is a deserving target? Because people on the opposite side of your political spectrum would think you're the deserving target. Kind of interesting, isn't it? If you have extreme aversion to depictions of blood, puncturing or slashing injuries, facial injuries, or suffocation, please proceed with caution. No, I'm good. I'm fine with all that. Alright. Please be sure you understand all the above information before playing. Should the actions depicted in this game be taken as real-life advice? Absolutely not. This game is a cathartic experience intended to act essentially as a virtual punching bag for players to fictitiously take out their aggressions on a simulated Nazi. Real-world Nazis are unrepentant killers. No. No. Real-world Nazis were, in the 1940s, a German military force under an evil despotic loser who was a failed painter. Neo-Nazis since then have been thugs and criminals and brutes and, you know, just everyday people who have, you know, those leanings, who are not in those groups, you know, of like thugs and bruisers and, you know, meatheads out on the street. And yes, there have been plenty of cases where neo-Nazis have been violent and even murderous. But this idea where they say real-world Nazis are unrepentant killers, here's the problem. The problem here is that they're talking about everybody who doesn't believe as they do. So, alt-right, to them, is a real-world Nazi. Centrist left, like middle-of-the-road liberals, real-world Nazis. Libertarians, real-world Nazis. Egalitarians, real-world Nazis. They consider all these people real-world Nazis. So that's the fucking silly thing here, because it basically is saying everyone who disagrees with us is an unrepentant killer. If that were true, there'd be a much bigger body count, my friend, but okay. And engaging them without backup weapons and a solid escape plan is never worthwhile. How about you don't engage them at all, especially not with fucking weapons and a way to escape from police? You fucking criminal twat. Ah, this makes me mad. I would be just as mad and disgusted if I was playing a game that said, you know, Antifa are violent and don't engage them unless you have a shotgun and a pickup truck to drive away in. I would be just as disgusted. This is fucking disgusting. And I didn't expect to get mad, but I'm mad now. The game is written about it by individuals with no martial arts training. Well, no shit. I bet you own some katanas, though. An insignificant experience in combat and should never be treated as a guide. Okay, so we got it. You're lily-livered, you know, weirdos. Please be sure and understand blah, blah, blah. Is this game about real people? No, this is a work of fiction, and no character or location in this game is intended to represent any specific persons or places. None of the characters in this are intended to represent real people. Now, please meet Mr. Spitzer Renser. Please meet Mr. Tronald Dump. Oh, God. That said, it is very much a reflection of the reality of the United States circa 2017. I'm sure it's very reflective of the reality and not your fucking fantasy world. It represents the kinds of people and places existing here. Please be sure you understand all of the above information before playing. Okay. Is this game meant to provoke sympathy for the Nazi? No. No statement or work or media should ever at any time promote sympathy for Nazis. Boy, that's a pretty... Telling people what their media should contain is pretty Nazi-like fascist behavior, you dipshit. I mean, I'm not going to partake of that, but I think people should be free to do it and show their assholes. I mean, here's the thing. And this is a very philosophical video, I guess, after that fucking whack-a-Nazi video, or game. if you don't let people say that they're Nazis, if you don't let people support Nazis, you're not going to know who the Nazis are. They're going to just be hidden, and they're going to be underground, and they're going to be gathering together under your nose without you ever knowing until the day they rise up and fuck shit up. That's with any group. If knitting was illegal, if you made knitting illegal, people would knit underground, and they would form knitting societies under your nose, and they would the taboo of knitting would draw people in until you had people stabbing people in the eyes with knitting needles in the streets in broad daylight. This is very bad to tell people what they can and can't say. If for no other reason than you're helping hide what the public thinks, and you're not addressing problems within it. You fucking idiot. Nazis had a chance to deserve basic human decency, and they threw it away when they embraced a racist, fascist, genocidal worldview. I thought it was going to say president. They cannot be reasoned with, should never be trusted, and must unambiguously be dismantled and destroyed. You're a fucking moron. To the maker of this game, because I know you're watching this, not really. I would like you to do some research on all the people who have left neo-Nazi groups. People who have quit neo-Nazi groups. People who have gone on to give talks about what it's like to be in a neo-Nazi group, how to stop neo-Nazi behavior, how to reach out to neo-Nazi people and get them to quit. People who have left neo-Nazi groups, or left the KKK, or left these groups. If you had your way, those people would have just been destroyed. They never would have been given a chance to change. They never would have been given a chance to get out of the bad life they were in. The life of hate and intolerance. Be sure you understand all the above information. Are this game's developers affiliated with Antifa? Yes, of course they are. No. Yeah, you fucking liar. It's just a project created for itch.io's Games vs. Nazis jammed by some Nazi-hating developers. Uh-huh, sure. Our names are Antifa Nicolette and Cooper Antifa Man. We also couldn't have done it without the folks at University Antifa. Please be sure you blah, blah, blah. Welcome to Kickin' Nazis Ass Simulator 2017. Oh. Oh, God, it's a visual novel! Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Will I earn honey points for dating the Nazis? You know a lot about Nazis! Okay, my face is in my hand. I know this is a waste of time and dead air, but I'm sorry. My face is in my hand, and it's like it's been super glued there. Ooh. Get through it, Torm. Get through it. Get through it. You're wasting everybody's time. It is mid-morning, February... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I should do this like Antifa. It is mid-morning, February 13th, 2017. You have the day off work, and a heavy snowfall the night before, coupled with record cold temperatures, means few people are out and about. You unsheathe your katana and go after a Nazi. You're heavily bundled against the cold, sporting balaclava, scarf, and heavy jacket. Though you're... I'm going to stop that now. Though your hands are tucked deep in your pockets as you misplaced your gloves. Also, you want to keep a hand on your box cutter that you're going to use to try to slash the throats of anybody who disagrees with you. But you're totally not the Nazi fascist, no. Your route to your favorite breakfast place takes you past a synagogue. And just as you're rounding the corner... Oh! The cat does a backflip in front of the monitor? Really? Why would you do that? That was very dangerous. You could have killed yourself. And more importantly, stopped my video. No, it's not more important. Okay. By the way, this game is saying what I think. Oh, fuck no. The cat literally did a backflip in front of the monitor. I don't know what the fuck. A pale, thin man, rough... Jay Leno appears before you. Hey, what you doing? I'm just spraying the synagogue. A pale, thin man, roughly your height, is in the process of spray painting a large swastika on the synagogue's wall. He switches sides, and his swastika switches directions, making it an Indian symbol of peace. Your heart rate magnifies, and for a moment you have trouble catching your breath. The day is nearly silent, the street nearly devoid of life, and yet you've never felt less peaceful. The Nazi, however, quivers back and forth. Seems as peaceful as he can be. He's got a shit-eating grin on his face and appears unconcerned with being discovered. Somehow, this swastika-spraying cretin has gotten it into his head that he deserves to be out in public. You don't deserve to be out in public. You deserve to be in front of a firing squad, with your feet cut off and your nub standing on equal parts salt and lemon juice. You deserve to have your entire family fed into a wood chipper, because you are having the wrong beliefs and you need to die. I assume we're going to kill him? Is that what we're doing? He thinks it's nothing to keep polluting the air with his rancid lies and horrid symbols. Is there a word for people who have a phobia related to symbols? Because I don't put any weight in symbols. Here's a story for you, and I'm sorry for wasting you guys' time. But here's a story. I was in a men's room, tapping my foot. No, I was in a men's room, and I looked at the wall, and there was a swastika carved into the wall with a knife. Now, this was maybe 10, 15 years ago. This isn't in current times, 2017, where this is such a hot-button issue. This was back when some douchebag thought it would be funny to carve a swastika into a wall, because he was like, you know, here's a symbol that will make people mad. And so what I did is I had a pen in my pocket, and I just turned it into a tic-tac-toe grid, and I played tic-tac-toe. So, you know, if you see a symbol, and your first response is shock and horror and disgust and the, you know, need to blog about it or call the police or, you know, find out who did it through like some sort of, you know, weird inquisition, maybe just consider carrying a pen, because that works too. He hasn't noticed you. It's time to teach him a lesson. You might not be able to fix your whole country in one brawl. Might. Yeah, you might not. But you can sure as hell stop this hideous hate-mongering fuck from showing his face to Jennifer Lawrence. No, anyone ever again. What is this graffiti, by the way? How is this graffiti racist? What is this? I'm looking at it. It might be. I don't know. What is it? It looks like it says hiss. This be the hisk. This be the hisk. Is hisk a derogatory term for a Jewish person now? I don't know. I gotta open the door for the cat. Okay. All right. Focus time. We're gonna focus. Everybody who's mad at me, I will now focus. Will you punch, knee, or grab to get this party started? You're physically attacking somebody who wasn't doing anything but graffiti. How about you call the police? I mean, you know, somebody spray painting, you know, somebody's building is a crime. You know, like, in this way. Like, it's not street art, it's not somebody doing something, you know, welcomed. It's somebody you know, I assume spray painting something like, I don't know, what would he probably would spray paint something like death to Jews or something, given this face, this smug face. He looks like PewDiePie, actually. Is this PewDiePie? So yeah, you would just call the police. I mean, you wouldn't need to physically attack him. Don't physically attack people if you see them committing crimes. But we're going to punch him. His eyes widen in confusion as he sees you approach. You can see the wheels turning in his head, wondering who you might be, wondering why you're speeding up pace, wondering why your fists are clenched. By the time it occurs to him that you're hostile, his hands fly up to defend himself, but not quickly enough. Crack. Alright, so we attacked the man. Oh, look at his poor face. Look at what one punch... One punch! College student! Look what one punch from a lily-livered, weak little college student can do. Your fist connects with the heart skull and immediately shoots through with searing pain. You fear you may have broken your hand. Well, that sounds about right. But the sudden sensation is invigorating. He stumbles backward, and as soon as he collects his senses, he drops his spray paint and takes off running. Chase him down and make him our woman. That's what we're just going for here, right? just being the complete depraved, monster. Yeah? You have no pity. He chose a short life of brutal terror when he decided to spread his genocidal symbols. You're not going to let him off that easily. Short life. Are we going to kill him? Will you tackle him to the ground or chase him and keep swinging? Let's get him on the ground and try to snap his neck. You pursue him vigorously, sprinting the fastest you ever... This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. I don't see this, real talk. I don't see this as any different from the people who make visual novels about, like, shooting up their school. It's a cathartic experience, or experiment. Not that they should be stopped from doing it or put in jail or anything like that, but I still can consider it sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody should be jailed for being a furry, but I personally find it weird and gross, the idea of semen seeping into, cloth, like, furry fabric. I can find it gross without thinking that, people need to be punished for making these games. I don't think that. You pursue him vigorously, sprinting the fastest you've ever gone in your life. Your 300-pound Twitter-using form moves like the fucking boulder from Indiana Jones. You didn't realize you were going downhill, but now the advantage is yours. Once he's within reach, you dive on him. It feels like you're propelled by every muscle in your body. His legs crumple like a wet napkin as you slam him into the ground, and you hear his desperate gasp as all the air is pushed from his lungs. Kill him. He feebly attempts to wriggle out of your hold on him, but you will not be deterred. He and his ilk have... Okay. He and his ilk have caused enough trouble. It is your responsibility to ensure it does not continue. Tell me that doesn't sound like Hitler talking about Jewish people. Because that's what this game is. This game is fucking evil. Alright. There are a few shards of broken glass bottle nearby, which you could use to finish him decisively and efficiently. Really? Really? Is this game... Okay. I'm of two minds about this. One, we're going to do this and we're going to get away with it and we're going to continue the game. Two, maybe the developers actually made it so that if you do go too far, you'll be arrested and put in jail or something. Maybe there's like a message here about going too far, but we'll see. Oh, however, you can hardly deny the temptation to cause this Phil as much pain as possible, as you possibly can, on his way out of this world. Wow, we're just talking about killing him. Will you finish him or make him suffer? Finish him. Bum 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 bum. Mortal Kombat. Kato, Farquaad, Billy Blanks, Dongle, Spheroid, Aloysius, Tinkles, Mormon Choir. Bum 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 bum. Test your might. Test your might. I don't know how that song goes. You lean down to whisper in his ear. I love you, baby. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. As you reach out to grab the most wicked-looking sharp glass you can identify. Remember how Hitler died? You remember. Your fucking Fuhrer offed himself, you mutter. You wrench one of his hands out from beneath his prone body. His fingers are clenched tightly together, but you pry them apart. It's difficult to work precisely, as his arm is shaking. Oh my god, we're going to cut his wrists. This developer has mental issues. Just going to say that right now. Oh, wait, his arm is shaking. A dead giveaway for his stinking cowardice. Okay, guys out there, if somebody tackled you to the ground and was about to kill you, do you think you wouldn't be shaking? Fucking garbage developers. But you put the glass shard into his grip and, with both hands, fold his fingers tightly around it. I don't know how you plan on being a real Nazi with this small-time shit. The way I see it, you should aspire to be like Adolf. What do you think about that? You might be trying to speak, but you can't hear him. Your heart feels like it's pounding out of your ears. Yeah, you know what he's trying to say? He might be trying to speak, but you can't hear him. Okay? Here's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, dude, I was filming a YouTube prank video. My friend is across the street with a phone camera. This actually was a fake prank to see how people would react. The paint washes off. It's actually not permanent spray paint. This is all a prank for YouTube. Please don't kill me. I'm not really a Nazi. I hate Nazis. I'm actually part of Antifa. Please help. Don't kill me. But you can't hear anything he's saying because you're overcome by bloodlust. Which is always the best thing because you don't need to know anybody's story or reasons for anything. You just need to just fucking kill them. No, I've decided. It's time for you to go. With one swift motion, you drive his hand, wielding the glass blade, into his neck. Oh, okay. That's a little less cringy. Just a hair less cringy. Not much. Begin to slice it horizontally across to leave the largest gash you can. His violent spasms almost fling you off. Eventually, the roar of your fury dulls, and it occurs to you that you should probably get away from the scene while you can. Who's the coward again? I have a question for everybody out there. They were talking about this guy and his cowardice because of his shaking. Now, who's the coward? Absurd though it is, the trash you've just disposed of will have friends, family, and the ubiquitous, spineless so-called proponents of justice willing to defend and avenge him. Yeah! The people who don't like murder are spineless, so-called proponents of justice. You fucking... What is this game? What is this? Oh my god, you lunatic, you idiot. Despite his having thrown away his humanity a long time ago. Nobody throws away their humanity. People are human, no matter who they are. You're not all that interested in getting cut up. Not cut up. That guy got cut up. You're not at all interested in getting caught up in that. I'm just fucking livid. As long as even a single Nazi scumbag continues to walk unashamed on this planet, your work is never done. Oh. But yeah, guys, this game totally isn't here to endorse violence. Wink, wink. This game totally isn't there to make you want to hurt people. Wink, wink, wink.
Listen to me whisper. Watch me eat on camera. Hear me screaming nothing. Be my next subscriber. See me prank a stranger. I will eat a pepper. Comment on my failure. Be my moderator. Donate to insult me. Donate to insult me. Insult me. Donate to insult me. Donate to insult me. Donate to insult me. DMCA